Hey everyone, NWA Prepper here. And yes, I hear the dog. And I like the sound of that dog. It's a great addition to my home. They can be a great addition to your home as well. Not always. Depends on a lot of things, the temperaments of the dog, the allergies, or whether you like or not, whether you have room or not. I'm beyond blessed that where I live is my house backs up to an acre garden that's owned by my grandfather-in-law, and then there's his house and his land, and then there's openness behind me and in front of me, and I have a big enough backyard that is fenced for a dog. And the kids are outside, so there's no way she's gonna come spend time with me. And I don't blame her. I'd rather be with the kids. So, what do you think about dogs? Do you have a dog in your house? Is a dog or a cat or pets part of your preparedness plan? If so, I mean, if you're bugging in, you've got to prepare for them too. They drink water just like the rest of us. Only not quite conservatively. They make messes. It takes water to clean up after them and to take care of their food as well. So just the water itself, my dog's, waist high. She's 80 or 90 pounds. She's a big dog. And so, I mean, she takes a lot of water, a lot of food. She releases a lot of waste. You got to manage all that. You got to think of all that. Fortunately, she is a big enough dog, and we have worked hard enough and long enough with her on things that if we do have to leave, well, my plan is not to be here anyway. At the first sign of anything, we throw things in the vehicles and we go and we leave, and it's worked great. We've only had 3 or 4, 5 real things that have made us grab bags and tubs and say, okay, in 29 minutes we're rolling out. And God has blessed us, and that it has been, we come home the day after tomorrow. Hey puppy. Anna, you may see her off in this area. So we're really lucky in that case. But when we go, she goes with us, and she is part of all of our bug out, our travel plans involve her. We have supplies for our dog out at our primary location. We have the means to get them at our secondary location, which I guess is our third, because home is always the safest, I guess. But for anything that I'm worried about, anything more than local disasters, we're out. But she's part of all that. She can carry her own weight, and because we're blessed that in slow, if somebody's injured slow, even me, as crazy out of shape as I am, which is 20 pounds less than I was a few months ago, even with that, we're not 4 days away. I mean, we could be there in a day and a half or 2 days of hard charging, even for my family. And she's part of that, and she carries her own supplies for that distance. She's comfortable with her pack. It's big enough. We don't fill it to capacity because it's bigger than I think. It has more pouches than I think she can carry, because she's not a pack horse. She only does it when we go hiking and when we do drills. She wears it empty a lot. or with just some treats and a leash, or little things in it. So, and she's a big dog. I mean, when we put her water in it, she carries either 2 liters of water and dog food, or a bunch of dog food and stuff. We have a little Ziploc bag with her flea medicine and her worm medicine and some duplicates of medicines to keep her healthy. And then these two little Nalgene's that hook right onto my Sawyer system, so I can filter my dog's water too. I don't want her getting any more sick than I do, even though she's probably way better immune to it than I am. And at one point, until we started getting dog medicines, in one of her side pouches was a Sawyer water system, so we could get water for her. A collapsible bowl. We only have one of those, just because for food. I mean, she's not going to eat and drink at the same time. Her habits aren't to do that, so we're going to feed her and then give her water, or stop and just give her water. Well, whatever. But we have one collapsible dish in there, and she carries that on her own. That's not a burden to anybody else. The only thing we have to remember is this thing on top of the tote goes on the dog. Simple as that. It even has a Fierce rod, a blast match with some little fuel cubes, and a little tarper, so a drop cloth. So if she gets separated, or if her and one of the kids get separated, then they have some additional shelter material to take care of them. Not that I expect my dog to build a fire or build a shelter, but she can certainly carry a couple ounces worth of that stuff, because she'll go wherever my daughter, wherever my daughter goes, that dog will go. Now, she loves my wife and my kid, my son and me as well, but she's my daughter's dog, hands down. And are you ready for that? Do you have your pets calculated into your scenario? Some people are going to comment on this very video, I'm going to eat them. Okay, my dog is more valuable to me than a few meals, because she's alert, she's aggressive enough. She's not an attack dog, but she's aggressive enough that she senses what's going on, and she'll tear you up if you come to my house. And you got to knock and do certain things before she knows who it is and doesn't come at you. And she's a big, loud, rawr dog, and that's perfect. But she's also the dog that'll lay on the floor and nuzzle up to my kids and let them rub her belly. Even little oh, you can't see her. She's like right there. Oh, there she went. Even little lap dogs can serve a purpose. They're great if they're observant. So if they hear things and they react to it, then that's not a bad thing to have. An extra set of good ears, they don't need that much. They can do their own foraging some. Dogs are good mousers usually, particularly little dogs. Anyway, I think a dog is a good part of your emergency preparedness, but you have to be prepared for it. And that's more than just food and water. You need to have the capabilities to handle, if they're not used to running on gravel and asphalt roads, if you're walking and their pads split, you need to be able to treat their feet. You need to be able to take care of their skin. You need to be able to take care of their teeth and their nutrition. You need to be able to have dewormer, have them already have their rabies shots. Have that stuff available. Flea treatments dewormer, rabies shots are necessary. For a pet owner, I believe, but particularly my dog goes places that there's likely animals that are rabid, and I don't want to have to worry about it. And I don't want to have to shoot her just because she got tore up a little bit by a possum or something. How do you take care of your dog? Are you prepared for it? Kind of comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. I know there's lots of different thoughts about pets. Cats, other than varmint control, and I like cats, but other than varmint control, they're not quite the security devices that a dog is. And so, if a cat comes with us or just shows up, I'm not gonna turn one or two cats away, but I'm not gonna go seeking them out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like the video, share it, share the channel. I love your feedback. Let's get ready.